Like the rest of you, I too enjoy spending my time watching people talk to their webcams from their spare bedrooms or their mom's basements while they rant like nerds and shill for sponsorships. Who would have thought that the multi-billion-dollar entertainment industry would become so heavily challenged by random people who spend too much time on the internet, like me? And it's because of that I thought it would be fun to throw together a quick video of my favorite YouTubers. The people that I watch regularly, inspire me, make me laugh, and motivate me to continue on this fun, weird digital journey. The first half of this video will be specifically for heavy metal YouTubers that you may be familiar with. And the second half will be YouTubers that have nothing to do with metal at all, but that I'm a big fan of. Because I'm often watching videos outside of metal, whether it's on movies, gaming, nerd culture, guns, or just being sarcastic shitheads. My YouTube taste is vast and full of surprises. YouTube is such a big place with so many people that it's likely that I'll miss some great creators out there. So if you're a YouTuber yourself, or if you're a big fan of somebody and I don't mention that channel in this video, just know that it is personal and it's because I hate you. Bitch. So headbang the like button, stage dive on the subscribe button, and windmill the video to your friends. If you're a fan of the channel and you'd like to show your support, consider becoming a member. Memberships are only 99 cents a month, and each one really helps me toward my goal of creating a life-size Godzilla to invade Canada. And now let's commence the name dropping and talk about some of my favorite YouTubers. Starting with the metalheads, right off the bat, we're gonna start with Tank the Tech. Most of you probably know who he is. He's one of the bigger metal YouTubers out there, who I greatly value for his music business expertise and his balanced approach to drama. Unlike many YouTubers out there who will just throw out a quick reaction video when something hits the press, Tank will actually do the research and reach out to people in the industry to see what's really going on before he reports on it. He's a longtime roadie and tour manager for prominent bands like Powerwolf and Electric Callboy, and his videos offer a unique behind-the-scenes perspective on the metal world. His videos are full of little tidbits about the industry that most fans might not be aware of, and that's really interesting. Strong recommendation there. Up next, I'm going to shout out Rockfeed. Rockfeed is a rock and metal news channel that covers all of the latest happenings in the scene. If there's a tour announcement or some juicy drama in the news or something clickbaity going on involving bands, he'll cover it with a very balanced and genuine approach. He is a bit more mainstream focused than I am. You might not hear him talk about underground death metal or anything like that. Kind of more the stuff you'd see on the big festivals in America. That said, he's a good source for honest, non-biased reporting on breaking rock and metal stories. Next shout out here is gonna go to Bradley Hall, a very funny metal guitarist here on YouTube who actually just joined the power metal band Twilight Force. That's awesome. Who says YouTubers have no talent? Bradley's videos are extremely silly yet entertaining commentary on metal music, and I respect that he'll happily laugh and poke fun at metal's cheesy side. Stuck-up elitists who've tattooed corpse paint on their face probably hate his channel. Bradley throws jokes at popular bands, beloved bands, longtime trends, and psychotic fan bases. Plus, he doesn't take himself too seriously, and I respect that. Check him out for really silly metal entertainment. Another channel to recommend here, one of the first metal ones I ever started watching on YouTube, that's an entire network of people to recommend, is Banger TV. This channel is operated by Sam Dunn, who made the beloved documentary Metal: A Headbanger's Journey, as well as Global Metal, another fantastic documentary I recommend. Banger TV features a ton of metal content from album reviews, upcoming releases, band interviews, metal discussions, mini documentaries, and even more. They have a series of different hosts, so they can produce a lot of content. I especially enjoy their Metal Monthly segments where they talk about upcoming releases, and if you haven't yet, check out their Metal Evolution series, especially the Extreme Metal episode. Those are awesome documentaries. And speaking of extreme, let's go up to Norway now for the next shout out, Boris T. He is a black metal musician and a YouTuber who does awesome vlogs on festivals and black metal landmarks. He covers all the really extreme, obscure bands whose logos you can't read, and gives pretty funny opinions on black metal topics, including making fun of cringe TikTok kids. That's always fun. It's kind of similar to the type of videos I do, except paler. Really entertaining channel, check that guy out. Up next, I want to give a shout out to Metal and Rock Zone. This dude does really good concert reviews, artist interviews, band discussions, and other metal topics. He's a bit of a smaller channel at the moment, but what I like about this dude is he's really chill in his videos and he gives honest takes. He'll mention if a band that he's a fan of played a bad show. Another good one to discover new bands with too, check him out. Up next is a dude that I only discovered very recently, within the last couple months, but he does really great stuff, is Zack Atkins. Zack does really interesting discussions and rants on the music business. His videos talking about how ridiculous some meet and greets have gotten now are really interesting. Some of those stories are insane. They've been really entertaining and interesting to listen to, and the dude's really down to earth and well connected with his audience, and that's very respectable. But alright, enough discussions about metal and talking about all our feelings and shit. Let's blast some metal with some epic vocal covers by the one and only Dan Vasc. Dan is an extremely talented singer out of Brazil who got huge on YouTube doing not only metal covers, but metal versions of beloved popular songs. And these aren't silly funny covers, this dude has the skill to back it up. All of his covers are fully produced and really well mixed together, so the songs really take on a life of their own. He also has an extensive resume of vocal work over the years, having sang for various groups, including being featured on Sir Christopher Lee's second album. That is fucking sick. On his channel, Dan focuses on his covers, but he is also a member of the Geeks and Gamers crew, where he regularly appears on their live streams to discuss and laugh at today's garbage entertainment. Don't worry, we'll see more of them in a minute. But first, I have one more metal YouTuber I want to recommend, one who does some of the most badass cover songs I've ever seen. Shooting his way onto this video is the one and only Gun Drummer. Gun Drummer is fucking hilarious. He covers metal songs with guns. This is probably the most expensive channel on this list, but fuck, it's worth it. This dude covered Sabaton with a fucking tank. He did Metallica with a musket. We're heading into Christmas now, and his Mariah Carey cover is perfect for the whole family. Out of all the channels I've mentioned, I'm the most jealous of this one. Holy shit. I feel bad for this guy's neighbors. That all covers the specifically metal YouTubers I wanted to mention here. All of them create great content for fans of the genre, but now in the second half here, I'd like to take a step outside of metal to highlight some other great creators out there. These next shoutouts have absolutely nothing to do with metal music, but they are all excellent YouTubers who I regularly watch. First shoutout will go to the one most of you were probably familiar with already, everyone's favorite drunk tank resident, the Critical Drinker. Drinker's videos really showed me how honest and unfiltered one can be on YouTube. His movie reviews are very vulgar and hilarious, while also being very in-depth with its analysis on what worked and what didn't in the films. While most film reviewers out there are just shallow studio shills now, it's very refreshing to hear someone speak honestly without giving a fuck. Drinker's definitely inspired me. When I was first starting this channel, my thought was taking the format of what he does in his videos, with the scripted narration over a collage of clips, taking that but using it for my passion and knowledge for both heavy metal music and metal festivals. And it seems to have worked alright so far. With the Critical Drinker, I'll also shout out Rodic, who also does brutally honest, hilarious reviews and discussions on pop culture topics, and just might be the biggest nerd on YouTube, always trashing the shittertainment of today. With him, let's welcome back to the video Jeremy with Geeks and Gamers and that entire crew. Shout out to Drunk 3PO, Ryan Cannell, My Nerdy Home, and all those guys. They're all really entertaining, discussing today's pop culture and entertainment, and of course making fun of it the entire way, as it provides lots to laugh at. If you appreciate honest shit talking with people who speak fluent sarcasm and grew up in the Call of Duty lobbies of old, then you will like their stuff. In that same vein of unfiltered cultural commentary, we also have my longtime YouTube homie, Hypnotic. Hypnotic is a very unfiltered creator who's quickly risen in the YouTube ranks. This dude is one of the hardest working creators I know, and he's nice enough to bring others along for the ride. Early on, Hypnotic invited me to be a member of his weekly show Saturday Night Hypnosis, where I still appear from time to time to shoot the shit with everybody. Hypnotic has taken all of the labels that are used to slander creators who aren't shills, and he's grabbed them and ran with them like they're the Olympic torch, proudly referring to himself as the leader of the bigot army, because it upsets people, and that's funny. His channel is not for the easily offended, so don't come crying to me if you don't like it. Hypnotic quickly mastered the insights of YouTube and has been a great guy to discuss ideas with. Shout out, man. And of course, with him, we have the rest of the Saturday Night Hypnosis crew. Guys that I've roasted the shit out of, and they have to me as well. That stream is like a comedy club where nobody's off limits, especially us. People like Leon with Words of Paradise, who likes to trigger everybody with his shitty opinions. Will of the Fans, who mocks today's entertainment and is possibly a spy. And Atreus, who also talks about current topics involving culture and gaming, while he says wild shit and forgets to edit his videos. That dude's hilarious. All these guys have been great people to figure out this whole YouTube shit with. Continuing in the same realm of film and entertainment reviews, another I'd like to shout out is Dropout Bus, who is a personal friend of mine who just started his channel doing film reviews, and while he is new to it, he's already got the quality and humor to keep viewers entertained. I think his shit is already hilarious, so go give his channel a shot. Another film reviewer who I don't know personally, but I just have tremendous respect for, is Deep Focus Lens. Her channel is very simple, just her talking to her camera about a film she saw, with barely any edits and no fancy tricks, but she just might be the most intelligent film critic I've seen. The way she talks about film structures and deeper layers to the art are absolutely brilliant. Her perspective is so thought out and engaging that even when I find myself disagreeing with her, I still find really interesting notes that I hadn't considered. Really strong recommendation there. I could listen to her talk about films all day. Continuing with the film and TV stuff, I watch a lot of those. We've got Gooch with Diabolical Souls, who does really good live streams and interviews on his channel, doing more in-depth discussions on entertainment. Recently, I've joined some of his shows to discuss the Star Wars films, and that's been awesome. So occasionally you can catch me over there too. But check out all of his stuff. And oh shit, I said those magic words, Star Wars, so now I have to give a shout out to the one and only Star Wars Theory, the biggest Star Wars creator on YouTube. Theory is a very well thought out and passionate fan of George Lucas's galaxy, and he provides everything that a fan could want. Discussions on characters, interviews with people involved with Star Wars, reviews of the latest burning piles of dog shit that Disney's releasing, and my favorite videos of his are his lore videos, where he really dives deep into some of the really interesting and less known backstories to some of these characters. I find those videos very relaxing to watch. It's a great way to unplug from the normal world for a bit. Theory even makes his own fan films of high production, and created his own lightsaber company if you are also a fully grown adult nerd. Speaking of which, one more fellow nerd who I want to mention, who also burns with the eternal fire that is hatred for Disney Star Wars, is snarkyjay. Jay is a funny, smart, and feisty superfan of nerd culture, who not only rants in her bedroom about men in spandex, but she'll also wear said spandex herself, as she is a big cosplayer, regularly attending conventions and events fully decked out as various characters, all of which she built herself. People try to argue that the only ones who hate on today's entertainment are toxic white men who are just grifters. Boom! A hot young Latina woman who's into nerdom so much she makes her own outfits, also saying that it's all shit. Ha! Suck it, Disney. And I've got 3 more YouTubers I want to shout out really quick. These ones have nothing to do with any of the topics that have been mentioned already, but are still worth shouting out. First one is Donut Operator, former cop who covers police shooting videos with a very sarcastic side. It's great comedy, fun for the whole family. Next hilarious YouTuber is Isaac Butterfield, a comedian from Australia who covers a wide range of topics on his channel. If you like roast comedy and mocking crazy people online, he's a really fun watch. And last but not least, the final YouTuber shout out for this video is gonna go to Long Beach Griffin. This dude does quick skits in his house that are low effort but fucking hilarious. They're actually kind of funnier that they're low effort, and the dude will mock a whole range of current topics. If you're having a shit day and you really need to laugh at something, go to Long Beach Griffin. And with that said, that is all of the YouTubers that I have to mention for this video. These are the ones that I watch all the time, and whose influence helps navigate my way through this weird YouTube algorithm. Remember, there are countless YouTubers out there, and I'm always watching different videos from different people. So if you and your favorite YouTuber weren't mentioned in this video, it's only because you're ugly. Or it's just that I forgot. It's probably that one. And with that said, what do you think of these awesome content creators here? And who did I not mention that you recommend? Let me know in the comments below. For more from me, check out my band Dark Insanity. You can find us on Instagram, on Spotify, on all of the streaming platforms, on Bandcamp as well. We have our EP Rabid Psychosis out now. We've got merch available for the channel and for the band. Now you can get White's Metal t-shirts, Savior of Metal hats, Dark Insanity t-shirts, t-shirts, Dark Insanity weed bags, we've got everything. Links for all of my stuff can be found in the description of this video. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video.